What's going on, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back here with another video for you guys today. So the markets are red everywhere. Cryptos are red, stocks are red, your favorite stocks are red, growth stocks are red, value stocks are red, the meme coins are red, the meme stocks are red, the best coins are red. You're thinking, what is going on? What can I do? What is happening? Why do I feel like this? Why is the market like this? We hear good news, we hear good reports, we hear great earnings, stocks are down. We hear bad news, stocks are down. We hear unemployment rates are up, stocks are down. We hear unemployment's decline, stocks are down. We're hearing all sorts of stuff and we're still wondering, why are the markets still down? Why are the markets still red? Well, to be honest, I'm not completely sure, but what I'm going to do in this video is talk to you guys about some things you guys can do, about 4 or 5 different things you guys can do whenever the markets are red, especially in these kind of times, these period of times, these more difficult periods of times. I'm going to give you guys these tips, hopefully help you guys understand a little bit more about what you can do to protect yourself going forward in the future as well. But overall, the aim is just to help you guys ease up a little bit and understand that we're all going through this right now, that you're not the only one who's seeing red in your portfolio. You're not the only one who's seeing days where your portfolio drops 15, 16, 17%. You're not the only one. But like I said, we're going to go through a lot of different tips and tricks you guys can use to help yourself going forward. Now, all of these tips, tricks, ideas that I give you guys, insights, are going to be relevant no matter what kind of portfolio size you have. Whether you have a portfolio with 500,000 in or whether you have a portfolio with just 100 in. These tips I give you are going to be relevant to you in whatever way. Now we're going to dive into all those tips, tricks, insights in just a second, but before we do that, people, please do me a favor. Drop that thumbs up. We've not been getting as many likes recently as we used to, so please just hit the thumbs up if you're watching this. If you're yet to do it, then please do hit the thumbs up right now. Also, make sure you guys comment on the video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're surviving in these streets. It's not easy, but let me know if you are managing to survive, hang in there. Also, make sure you guys share these videos with a friend. It may help them hang in there with the market right now. It may help them improve their situation. It may help them advance going forward in the future whenever there are more red markets to come. And lastly, make sure you guys hit the red button below and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Now, I don't know if you're watching this on your phone or your laptop, wherever, but you can find that subscribe button, hit it, and also turn on the notification bell. But let's talk about today's video. Let's talk about the topic. So the markets are red right now. It's been a weird, let's say, couple of months, to be honest. We've had some good days, we had some good weeks. But overall, it's been pretty red. Now, there was a period of time between November and, or maybe, even earlier, September, October, and February, late February, just around the beginning of March, where we saw stocks rally, seeing all-time highs, seeing growth stocks double, triple in value. And those same growth stocks that we saw rise 30, 40% in a couple of weeks, 100% in a couple of months, have now fallen back to lower than where they were 6 months ago. And it is all pretty crazy and it can all become a little bit overwhelming, but I'm here to assure you guys that we're all going through this together. Now, what makes this a little bit more difficult is that recently we've had the cryptocurrency, we've had a few different meme coins, we've had a few different solid coins really start to show signs of potential, and people start to invest in them. What happened? Oh, well, the markets are red, let me go move my money to cryptocurrencies. Then what happened? Well, cryptocurrencies decided they were going to be down as well. So you're thinking, can I really win here? Like, what's going on? I put my money in stocks, doesn't work. Put my money in growth stocks, doesn't work. Value stocks, doesn't work. Specs, doesn't work. SPACs, doesn't work. Cryptos, works. And before you know it, it doesn't work. Your portfolio is seeing red. And again, I'm going to tell you, we're all seeing this. I'm seeing this. The person to your left is, the person to your right is. No matter what anyone says, overall, we're seeing this. If you hold stocks, if you own a lot of stocks or shares, doesn't just mean options, but if you own shares, you're probably seeing red in these past few days. It's okay. Here are some things you guys can do going forward, which can help you feel better, protect yourself, make more wins, and hopefully, maybe save your portfolio eventually. So the very first thing, I know it's not the best tip, but it's the most important one I'm going to give you to start off with. Do not panic. Honestly, don't panic. You're going to see red days. We're all going to see red days in the market. And sometimes red days feel like they last forever, but do not panic. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth with this tip here because it's a pretty simple one. Honestly, just don't panic. We all see these kind of days. We're bound to see these kind of days if you invest in the market. I've seen plenty of my red days in the market. I've seen plenty of my fair share of red days. And you guys will see your fair share of red days as well. This market correction that's happening right now is not the best timing, of course. But to be honest, it's going to happen. It's a lot better than a stock market crash, I'll tell you that. But yeah, please do not panic. Stay calm, relax, don't overtrade in there as well. Don't feel like you have to make every trade. Don't feel like you have to save your portfolio, but just relax, take a deep breath and don't panic. You're gonna have to enjoy these kind of days. So that's what we're gonna do. Now for the next tip I'm gonna give you guys. use those put options. Now you see I've given you guys two completely different tips. First I said don't panic, and now I said use those put options, because people will see their call options dropping off, and I've had it myself, but they won't use the put options. They'll see 2 days of red in a row, 3 days of red in a row. They won't use the put options. For some of you out there, it might just be trading SPY puts. It might be just trading SPY puts, honestly. Go and check up SPY and then look at the put options on there. They don't cost you a lot, and you can get a quick double up just because the market drops off 3%, 4% in a day, even less than that. In fact, just to break even, you need less than a 1% drop in the SPY for you to make a decent amount of money, honestly, almost double up. It is not a lot, but people don't want to buy puts. I know people don't want to buy puts because they think stocks only go up. That is not the case. As you've seen now, you've been in the market a few months, you've seen stocks don't only go up. So use those puts. Take advantage of those opportunities to place puts. You see, there's going to be growth stocks which continue to drop, and you've seen them drop from $25 all the way down to $8, $9, and you've not used a put a single time. I tell you what, I'm not out there placing puts every day, but I'm definitely seeing opportunities to place puts, and I have placed them here and there. I should probably be placing a few more puts, but again, use the opportunity to place puts. Don't be scared of it. Guess what? If you place puts on the stocks you already own, you'll feel a lot better if the puts don't work out and the stocks rise up. I'll be honest with you. But that's not the aim. The aim is to make some money off put options, so use those put options. The next tip is a very simple one. Wait for confirmation of reversals before buying in. So I usually tell you guys red markets are opportunities to buy. Yes, they are, but not if they keep dipping, not if they keep falling, because there's going to be times you buy, a fuel cell at $10. 2 days later it's at $8. There's going to be a time you buy ARKK at $115. 2 days later it's at $103. There's going to be times you buy Fubo TV, ticker symbol FUBO, at $19. You're like, yes. And 3 days later, a week later, it's at $16. So instead of me telling you there's opportunity to buy the dip, why not wait for a confirmation of reversal before you're making a move? Of course, I'm saying a few different things here. Buy a put option, make a move, this and that. You do need to choose what you'd like to do, but I'm giving you guys the options, what you guys can actually do, the potential plays you can make. Honestly, wait for a reversal. You don't have to buy everything, while it's still dipping. There's no point you saying you bought skills at $16 and then it drops down to $12 and then you lost, 20, 30%. There's no point in that. There's no point buying a workhorse at $15 and then it sells off to $11. There's no point in that. All these growth stocks are getting smacked right now. We have a lot of potential to recover and really see signs of them rallying. Right now, they're still in the mode of falling. They're still falling knife. You don't want to catch a falling knife. You guys know that. Don't be so eager to buy a discounted stock that you end up buying it and it drops another 50%. Because it can happen. When you buy those stocks which are less than $7, $8, they can be $3 or $4 a week later and then they've already dropped 50%. So don't be too excited, too eager, too impatient to buy those stocks. Wait for a confirmation of reversal. Wait for a break above EMA lines or SMA lines. Wait for the stock to show signs of actual movement upwards. Instead of them just being falling and you're like, oh, it fell 14% today, I'm going to buy it now. And then it falls another 5% the next day. And you're like, oh no, my portfolio is down even more now. So, like I said, wait for a confirmation of reversal and you see that uptrend, then take advantage. And you might even want a dollar cost average into that as well. Now, the covered calls, the beautiful covered calls. So I'm not going to go too in depth here with the covered calls, but just to put it simply, if you own 100 shares of any stock, you can sell a call. This is called a covered call. And that means it gives you the right to sell 100 shares of whatever stock that may be at a particular price. Now, if you do this, you will receive a premium because you're selling an option. And if you don't really know what I'm talking about, check out my stock option starter pack because I explain all these kind of things. But yes, if you are selling a call, then you're going to receive premium. And if you receive a nice premium, that gives you buying power to do something else. So here's a little example. About 3 months ago, I owned 200 shares of Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. I placed a covered call to receive around $300 premium. It was a very short-term covered call. So I bought the stock around $31 and I placed a call for about, I think, $30. So obviously I would have lost money, but I received premiums. Again, if it's complicated, check out the stock option starter pack. But in this case, I earned premium because I was offering to sell my shares. Now that same Virgin Galactic stock is sitting at about $17, $18. I think even lower than that, maybe $16. So the stock has fallen, but I don't own it anymore. I sold my shares at $30 per share. Now I can easily buy back in with maybe even the money that I earned from the premiums, I can buy back in at $16 or $17. That is kind of the thing you need to start learning how to do in these kind of markets. Same what goes for the other way. You can sell cash secured puts if you want. You know, there are different options you can use, different trading methods you can use to make money in these markets. But like I mentioned, the covered call is one way to make money if you own 100 shares of anything. Get some premiums for yourself, sell a call which expires in 2022 or 2023, use those covered calls to your advantage, use those cash secured puts to your advantage, use different trading strategies. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. In these kind of choppy markets, you got to use your trading strategies to your advantage. And again, if you don't have any trading strategies, then check out the stock option starter pack. Learn specific stocks and what kind of patterns they have. Understand what kind of stocks do what when they touch the 5-day EMA, when they touch the 20-day SMA. Understand what kind of indicators are showing what. Understand the volume of different stocks, how it affects those stocks, how it affects price action. Understand all those kind of things, and you're on the right path to succeeding in this game. You can make money when the markets are red. You can make money when the markets are selling off. But it's just about knowing how to do that, having the confidence to do it, and also executing. Again, it could be value stocks, it could be dividend stocks, it could be growth stocks at this point, SPACs, specs. There are so many different stocks out there. It's up to you to choose what works best for you. Trade put options on the ones that you know crash hard. Trade call options on the ones that you know have good days when the stocks overall have a bad day. Don't be afraid to use those SPY puts. Don't be afraid to use covered calls. If you know you have the right amount of shares, you can afford to risk selling 100 shares, then do that. If you know you can collect a really nice premium from selling a bunch of your shares in 2022 and 2023, use that method. I'm telling you guys, this kind of period is not where we need to hide and be worried. If you know you can make moves in the market and you're not scared to, then do test some things out. I'm not saying go all in and put options on everything, because if we start to see a couple green days, you could be in trouble. But don't be afraid to use the puts. Don't be afraid to use the covered calls. Don't be afraid to test out different methods. Don't be afraid to use different strategies, different spreads, different straddles, strangles. It's up to you how you do it. Take the time to learn, maybe invest in your knowledge, find out more about what you can do, and overall make sure you take action where needed. I'm telling you guys, we're going to see many more times like this in the future, and the quicker you learn how to take action in the right manner, the better for you. I know there's a lot of people out there who think stonks go up, up and up, and it's the stonks world. We only get green days. That's not the case. You've seen it now for yourself. It's important for you to act on it. But we're all in this together. We're all going through this together. We're all seeing the same red markets. We're all seeing cryptos red, growth stocks red, some dividend stocks red, honestly, value stocks red. We're seeing penny stocks red. We're seeing all these kind of stocks in the red. So we're all going through this together. Don't feel like you're messing up. That's just how the market is right now. We're all going through it. We're all experiencing it. So again, it's not your fault. These are the times that make us, they shape us in the stock market. We're going to go through these periods of times. Use the tips I've taught you. Use your covered calls. Use your put options. Don't be afraid to use your put options when you see stocks going down and continually going down. Use your tips and tricks. If you don't know any tips and tricks, go check out the stock option starter pack. If you're new to options, then take your time, take a step back. Don't be too impatient and want to rush into things. It's not going to help you. Take a step back, watch from the sidelines, look how things are panning out. And also if you're just trading already, but you're still a bit worried or hesitant, then also feel free to take a step back, sit and just watch from the sidelines. It can never harm you that way. You might be missing out on potential gains, but at least you're not losing money. If you're not losing money, then you're doing okay. Of course, the stocks in our portfolio are not recovering as quick as we'd like them to. We just got to be patient, take our time. Eventually we'll get to where we desire to be. So you guys need to make sure you check out all those links in the description. You can get a free stock through Robinhood using my link there. Also, you can check out my stock option starter pack if you're new to options, if you want to get involved in options. Check that out. There's been a lot of reviews, there's been a lot of good feedback, so please do check that out. Lastly, check out the Discord. We've got a few members left before we close it up, so please do check out the Discord. Join us to talk about stocks, investing, cryptos, all that kind of stuff. And lastly but not least, please check out my smartwatches, timing your watches, links in the description below. There's plenty of links in the description, so go check them all out. Thanks a lot for watching this video. That's it from me. I got money to making, you've got stocks to be watching. See you guys next time for another video. Peace.
Game over.